Welcome to my channel Safety Net. Today our topic is how to become a safety officer and what a high paying job in the Gulf countries.
Ever thought about building a career that's in super high demand, pays great, and has some serious growth potential? Well, today we're laying out the entire roadmap for you to become a successful safety officer in the Gulf. Let's jump right in. So, if you're even thinking about a safety career in places like Saudi Arabia, the UAE, or Qatar, you are definitely on the right track. The opportunities out there are just massive, and we're going to break down exactly why that is. And here's the bottom line. You've got these huge infrastructure projects, a massive focus on international standards, and because of that, the demand for qualified safety pros is just skyrocketing. This isn't just about finding a job. It's about building a really secure, prosperous future in one of the most dynamic regions on the planet. Okay, so where do you even begin? Well, like building anything that's meant to last, it all starts with a solid foundation. Let's get into the absolute essentials you need to just get your foot in the door. First things first, your education. You're generally going to need a diploma or a degree in engineering or at least a science-related field. A specialized diploma in fire and safety is also a fantastic way in. But, and this is a big one, you need to know that Gulf employers really, really prefer a technical background. They want people who already get the mechanics and engineering of the projects they're trying to keep safe. It just gives you a huge advantage right from the start. All right, on top of that, you can really boost your CV with certifications like OSHA 30 hours, that's a US standard, but it's recognized everywhere, or iOS Managing Safely from the UK. Now, these are awesome to have, for sure, but think of them as the supporting actors. There is one main star of the show that every recruiter is looking for. Because you see, there's this one certification that pretty much every employer in the Gulf sees as the absolute baseline. It's kind of like the non-negotiable ticket you need just to get into the game. Honestly, without this next one, your application probably isn't even going to get a second look. And here it is, the NEBOSH International General Certificate, or IGC. Let me be crystal clear about this. If you want a safety career in the Gulf, getting this certificate isn't just a good idea. It is the single most critical, absolutely non-negotiable step you have to take, period. All right, so you've got your degree and you've got that all-important NEBOSH certificate. Awesome, but that's only half the battle. Now we've got to talk about the one ingredient that turns those qualifications on paper into an actual, paying career: experience. Your career path here is pretty straightforward. For the first couple of years, you'll probably be a trainee or an assistant, just learning the ropes on a live site. Then, with about 2 to 5 years of that under your belt, you'll move up to the safety officer role, which comes with a lot more responsibility. And once you've passed that 5-year mark with proven experience, you're on the fast track to senior roles, aiming for that HSE manager title. And this really gets to the core of what employers in the Gulf are looking for. I mean, think about it. In these massive, high-stakes environments, they need people who can do the job, not just someone who passed an exam. They're hiring your practical, hands-on, on-the-ground knowledge. So what does that actually look like day to day? Well, it means being the person who can confidently lead a risk assessment. It's managing a super strict permit-to-work system for hazardous jobs. It's knowing exactly what to do when you need to lead an accident investigation. These are the real, hands-on skills that prove you know your stuff on a busy construction site or a complex oil and gas facility. Okay, you're qualified, you're building up that experience, and you feel ready to go. So, how do you pull it all together and actually land that job offer? Let's dive into the final steps. Your CV has to be made specifically for the Gulf market. So think short, professional, and right to the point. You're going to lead with your NEBOSH certification. Put it right up there at the top so they can't miss it. Then you're going to clearly spell out your site experience, your day-to-day duties, and any major projects you've been a part of. Now, when it's time to actually apply, focus your energy on 3 main places. First, online portals that are all about the region, like Naukri Gulf. Second, connect with recruitment agencies that specialize in this field. And third, keep an eye out for walk-in interviews. Believe it or not, there's still a pretty common thing over there. And now, the part everybody's been waiting for, the money. But we're also going to do a very important reality check, just to make sure you have the full picture of what you can really expect. Let's talk numbers. As a fresher, just starting out, you're looking at somewhere between 3,000 to 5,000 Saudi riyals a month. But look how fast that can grow. With just a few years of solid experience, you can pretty much double that, getting into the 6,000 to 8,000 range. And once you're a seasoned pro, you're looking at 9,000 and way beyond. That is a seriously powerful growth curve. That's the dream, right? A guaranteed high salary. But let's be real for a second. Is getting that big paycheck a sure thing just because you've got the certificate? Let's peel back that final layer. And look, this is the essential reality check. Your NABOSH certificate is not a golden ticket to a job. It's the key that unlocks the door to get you the interview. Your practical, real-world experience is what gets you the actual job offer. And long-term, it's your skills on site and how you communicate that are going to build your career and push that salary higher and higher. So let's just boil it all down. The whole journey really comes down to this simple 5-step path. 1. Build your foundation with a degree. 2. Get that essential NABOSH IGC certification. 3. Prove yourself with 1 to 2 years of hands-on experience. 4. Apply smart. And 5. Grow your career all the way up to HSC manager. So, there you have it. That is the complete roadmap to a high-paying, in-demand career as a safety professional in the Gulf. The path is laid out right in front of you. So the only real question left is, are you ready to be a part of building the future of one of the world's most ambitious regions and doing it safely?
Thanks for watching. Don't forget subscribe to my channel.